Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, and it is good to be here. We're back with another video, and I've got with me my tag team partner, my co host, the Alabama Church Girl. Say something to the people, Val.
Beep, beep, toot, toot. Hey, good people, it's your Alabama church girl here. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. To all the leaders, saints, and friends, tap your neighbor and tell them to get on in. Come on in here. Tell a friend, tell a kid to get on in. It's about to be a good conversation.
A good conversation indeed. Y'all heard what the lady said. Get somebody this video. We're going to get into it and we're going to talk about a very popular topic that's been going on for a lot of years now. And if you are new to the channel, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please like and share the video. If you are a returning viewer, let us know down in the comments and let us know what you think about this topic. So, we're gonna jump right into it, doing something a little bit different this week. So I had this topic, and it's been coming up a lot lately, and it's about women saying that some men are too nice. So it kind of had me asking the question: well, is a good man good enough, or is too nice not enough? Or what is it that women really say that they want? So I want to ask the Alabama church girl what she thinks about it. Is it possible, Alabama church girl, for a man to be too nice? Is it possible for women to get turned off by nice guys? And what is it about being nice that turns a woman off? What do you think?
Is it possible to be too nice? I want to say no, but the true answer is yes.
So it is a real thing, huh?
And not that, I would want anyone that's abusive or all the way on the other end of the spectrum, toxic and just rude, nasty, neglectful. I know that's not what I would expect. But I also I'm an alpha female, so I really, well, let me preface by saying I believe the general public does not respect niceness,
Mm,
and that's male or female.
okay.
The nice ones are nice people are usually the ones that are walked over, stepped on, and battered and bruised for the vanities of those that are not nice. So I will preface by saying, in general, I don't think the general public respects niceness. But when it comes to interpersonal relationships, I have been in situations where it's like, dude, just have a backbone, like I can't stand to do whatever you like. No. I want at times someone to put the gauntlet down, say, babe, we're doing this. Okay, I want you to go in that closet, put on your cute dress and some heels, and get it all made up, because this is what we're about to do. Not, well, darling, I was thinking, well, maybe if you want to. No, tell me.
So what you're saying is that women want a man that can lead, right?
Yes, be
Basically.
decisive. And it and okay, there are different avenues we can walk down in this conversation about nice. Just being respectful, I think is due to everybody, whether you're a man or a woman. And I don't think that you could ever be too respectful. What I mean by that is just having common courtesies. How you doing? Are you having a good day? How you feel? Is it warm enough in here for you? Would you like me to turn the air down? That type of thing. Just general courtesies. Are you hungry? If I'm eating something, I'm gonna ask him, are you hungry? You want something?
Mhm.
But when you get in a more evolved situations, yes, I personally would like a man to be decisive and not unsure of himself and expecting me to take the lead or make all the decisions. I want someone that is very clear and sure and very decisive.
Okay, I can dig that. And not long ago, I did a video, a short video on how to get respect from women, and it was directed toward the men. And one of the things that I talked about in that video was being decisive and knowing how to lead. Because let's just be honest with you, women aren't going to respect a man that does not know how to lead and doesn't know how to make decisions. Because a lot of the times, this is not a shot at anybody. A lot of the times, just being honest, women are indecisive on a lot of things, right? So women need that masculine energy to say, "Hey, come on, we doing this." And I say all the time, being able to make plans. Hey, this is what I'm doing. I want you to join me at 7 o'clock here at this place. Women like that kind of stuff, right? And I do think that it is possible to be too nice, because I've gone through it. I believe a lot of men have gone through it, uh, trying to find that balance, because women still want chivalry, women still want respect, but you have to be able to find that balance between not being a pushover and having a backbone and not being a butthole too. You know what I'm saying? So, have you ever had a situation or experienced being with a man that was too nice, that you was just like, I can't do this?
I have.
And how did you handle it?
I ain't with him.
I feel you. I feel you. I can dig that. But
And it was basically, it boils down to I will run over this man.
mhm, mhm. And
I
you don't respect a man that you can run over, right?
no.
hmm
Mm-mm.
I got you and got you. So, fellas, y'all are hearing it straight from a lady's mouth. Don't be a pushover. Don't be too nice. You can be respectful, rather, and not be a butthole. So, would you say that? What advice would you give men that might be put in that category of too nice?
I honestly don't know what to say because sometimes you don't want to push someone too far out of their pocket
hmm
because some people are just nice, and I consider myself, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to family, I am, even in my work relationships, I am the nice one, but I have to tell people I'm nice until I'm not. Now, be respectful of my kindness and my niceness, because when you start taking it for granted, the beast comes out. You know, so don't. And I wouldn't want to tell someone to not be nice, because that's really, those who are, that's just who they are. You can't take that away from them. That's just, and their mama did good to teach them to be respectful of other people, to be a kind-hearted soul. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those that come in kindness. But I would want to tell them to stop being that, but at the same time, know your boundaries. Know when to set a fine line in the sand. It and to be honest with you, JD, I was at least 30 before I realized that I have to set some boundaries,
Mm,
because I can't keep allowing people to disappoint me. So I'm gonna tell you up front what my expectations are. I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna allow you to be nice back. But when you can't meet my expectations, buddy, one of us got to go.
mm.
And if you won't get to getting, I'm out. That's just the way it is. And that's with any relationship.
Mhm. I agree with you 100%. And I consider myself a nice guy. However, I don't tolerate disrespect. Like if you want to get on my bad side, like really, really quick, do something that I consider disrespect. I don't tolerate disrespect at all. And it's simply because of the fact that I go out of my way to show people the utmost respect. So I feel like it's only decent for people to do me the same way because I don't just show up to people and be disrespectful or be a butthole or be mean or anything like that. It's not in my nature, but I do stand up for myself, and there is a line and boundaries that I have, right? And Alabama church girl, I'm just like you. I'm nice until I'm not, and I think that's where men have to be able to find that balance. And I'll just be honest with you, fellas. Um, if you're with a lady or trying to date a lady and she says that you're too nice, just hang it up right then. Because I mean, let's just be honest, it's gonna be hard to gain that respect back once and it can go outside of just romantic relationships too. A lot of times when people think that they can run over you or figure out that they can run over you, they will absolutely do it every time. And then when you try to stand up for yourself, it's too late after that. So,
Mhm.
fellas, if she ever says you too nice, just go ahead and move around and go to the next one. Now, would you say that that's an accurate statement once a lady figures out or comes to the realization that, hey, this dude is too nice? Is it too late for the man to correct it, or what's your take on that?
I don't think it's immediately. Well, I let me.
Come on, get it right now.
I don't want to make a general statement
Mm-hmm.
because everyone's situation is different. But I think a good number of people have enough communication skills to voice, okay, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I like. And they probably give you enough opportunities to hear them and align with what they're saying before they just hang it up. Because who doesn't want a nice person? Just don't smother me with that.
Uh,
Don't smother me. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I love the balance of Mr. Stample. You
mm-hmm.
know why? Because when it comes to me, that man is super nice.
Mm-hmm.
But you get out of pocket. Well, let me get out of pocket. He
There
be
you
like,
go.
wait a minute, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking. Okay, yes, Poppy. Or if anybody get out of line with me, I am fine. In fact, I
Mm-hmm.
feel a look in my chest when
Yeah.
he get the cussing like you better not. I'm like, that's
See,
my
see.
man.
So
I
in
can
other
do
words,
without him.
it does something for you, right? It does something to you to for a man to be able to have that backbone, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I can dig that. So I wanted to bring up this clip, and this might be a clip that a lot of people are familiar with because it started going recirculating not too long ago, and it's a clip of Tupac, and he's talking about being a nice guy. It's young Tupac, younger Tupac rather, and I want you to think about this Tupac that we're about to show you, and think about the Tupac that we know. So I like to call it blue pill Pac and red pill Pac. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. So I'm gonna bring this up and we're gonna react to it, and I want to know exactly what you think. Here we go.
I've seen guys speak to women with this much respect, and I deplore that. My mother is just told. I grew up. My mother raised me, so I have this much respect for women, and I fight often because of that, and it gives me a lot of friends. I mean, I get a lot of friends because, but I get a lot of friends because I have respect for women, ultra respect for women. But then, like I was liking this girl in Tam, and and I'm extra nice, extra gentleman. I'm extra just like, oh, you're beautiful and you deserve the best. And she told me I was too nice. I couldn't believe it. It wouldn't work because I was too nice. That was the ultimate stab in the back. So I went through a week of just going, forget it. I'm just gonna be like them because they seem to get the girls and they call girls the B word, and they smack and beat and they're getting girls and I'm going peace and I think you're beautiful and they're going to me, well I like him because he's masculine. I'm masculine. I mean, and with the guys, I'm trying and like yesterday he was cursing and I was like, don't curse, and he got mad at me because I told him not to curse. But my plan is that if I keep telling girls not to let them call you these names, and if I keep saying it, it's gonna catch on because the girls won't allow them to be their boyfriend if they're gonna speak to them like that, and they're gonna want me. So in order to not get them to go with me, they're gonna have to change, and that's how they change. So I'll be the scapegoat, no problem, as long as it changes. So yeah, I think it's gonna work. I think it'll work out.
Both of us got the mute button on.
Yeah, it's all good. So that's what I like to call blue pill pop, and the Tupac that I mostly remember was not that guy. You know what I'm saying? So apparently there was some kind of shift somewhere, and then Pop kind of started to turn into uh, the guy that he was talking about, right? And we see this situation a lot with men that say or men that have been told that they're too nice, and then they try to switch it up, right? Either they go through something to where they want to change their mindset to more of a red pill mindset, or they try to become somebody that they're not to try to appeal to the women that they want. So, and we can see in this clip, I mean, let's just be honest. Pac is my guy, you know what I'm saying? Love some Tupac, but in that clip, he was a little feminine to me in that clip. What do you think about that clip, Alabama Church Girl? Do you think he was a little feminine, a little soft, or what do you think? And let me ask you this question too: is that Pac somebody that you think that women would be interested in?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. The first time I saw the clip, my mind first was like, "Oh my god, I wish I could have had a moment to just explore his mind." And we can do it through, the music that he left behind, but he definitely is tapped into the godness of sociology. Just listening to that small clip of how we relate with one another and how you can affect the culture by making small changes. Oh my God, that was his genius being put on display. But then I also, as he was speaking, I could also understand why he wrote the songs that he wrote and how he wrote. Now, you made the statement that he changed. I don't think he did. I also would love for you to break down red pill, blue pill for those who don't understand. I'm following you, but there might be somebody who doesn't understand what that means. But
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what I saw was the Tupac that you read about versus the Tupac that people tell stories about. The Tupac that you read about, if you read his history, he was not a red pill guy. He was a blue. Tupac went to college in arts. He went to the College of Arts. That's how he met Jada. He was an actor, like a thespian. Tupac's mother, I think, was a part of the Black Panthers. So he was very well versed and very well studied and acclimated to the climate and the culture of the Black community. That's who he was. And you it was in its rarest form, its purest form, in that small little clip that you just showed us. I think that the art that he displayed was giving the market what it was asking for.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can dig that. And for those that are watching that might not know, when in spaces like this, when we say blue pill versus red pill, uh, blue pill is, if you've ever seen the movie The Matrix, that's where the metaphor comes from. The blue pill is kind of like, okay, you go about life without knowing the truth, and then the red pill, you're kind of more about the truth, about the true nature of women and men for that matter. But blue pill is more on the softer, uh, more lovey-dovey, going into things blind side. You know what I'm saying? And that's on the surface level. That's the difference between blue pill and red pill. But when people say blue pill pop and red pill pop, I think that you're absolutely right. He didn't change a lot in the aspect of being a part of the arts and his philosophy and his thinking, because the man was absolutely a complete genius. But the red pill pop, it comes out more in some of the later music that he heard, and how his view about women changed. Not so much about his thought process, or his things about the arts. It was more about how he approached the aspect of women and relationships. So yeah, that's where people get that from. But I think that Tupac is, this clip that we just showed is a prime example of what a lot of men have gone through, in the fact that, oh, well, I'm too nice. They're going after the guys that are not nice. They're going after the guys with the edge. You know what I'm saying? And the clip that we just watched, Tupac didn't really have that edge about him. But if you go fast forward a few years, Pac with the tattoos and smoking the Newports with the bandana tied around his head, that's more edgier Pac. That's red pill Pac. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of, in a sense, started displaying a lot of the characteristics that he was about the guys that were not so nice. He kind of started displaying those characteristics later on in his life. What do you agree with that? What do you think about that, Val?
I think it was, yes, just a display, because
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anyone come out and tell horror stories about Tupac the way that I've heard about Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard women come out and give a negative account that they've experienced with Tupac. So I can't say that he changed. I would think, I would believe that he fed into what was feeding his pockets.
Mm.
I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know if, his heart, his mind changed. I think that he succumbed to peer pressure to what was going to pay him. That's the way I see it.
Hmm.
And it's no different to me than the young girls who try to stay virtuous, but the boys are flocking to the not so virtuous girls. And then they succumb to the peer pressure because, well, if I didn't, then I never be in a relationship, or I never get me a guy. That type thing.
Yeah, and you do have a point there. And I think that society puts a certain stigma on people to kind of flock to that kind of thing more. And correct me if I'm wrong, but if okay, let's just put two men side by side, right? You got the one that's suit and tie, opening up doors too nice. Then you got another guy that's a little bit edgier. That's got a little bit more edge to him than the first guy. Who do you think that women are gonna flock to first? Even though uh, the nicer guy might be the better pick, and they know that, which one do you think that women today are going to flock to the most?
I would need more context to really make a good judgment. Because a suit and tie is like lingerie for women. So,
Mhm,
so they just might flock to that suit and tie just because it's a
mhm.
suit and tie.
Just because it's suit and tie. Okay.
Yeah. But then, some girls like a cowboy. So,
Mhm.
with that edge on him. With a little dirt under his nails. Yes.
No, okay, okay, and that's kind of what I was getting at. A lot of times, women will flock to a man that displays more masculine traits. You know, kind of like what he said. Oh, well, these guys are doing other things or cussing or whatever. You know, they're masculine, but I'm too nice. I'm not masculine enough or whatever.
They
So,
can be perceived as that, but I don't
mm,
think that's what masculinity defines. And something that he
mm,
said that really caught my attention was when he said, I was trying to tell the other guys, or at first he said, I was trying to tell the girls that don't let them treat you that way.
right,
Because
right.
if the ladies set the standard, then the men will comply, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That didn't work. He tried to tell the guys to respect him, and that didn't work either. And that's what, just opens our eyes.
Right.
Like, he is really tapped in on
Mm-hmm.
how this thing works. That people do have a group think mindset a lot of times. They will, just go with the flow of the culture and not try to change, not trying to make any waves or try to make any ripples in the water. They're just going to go with the flow. And he
Mm-hmm.
was the one that was going against the grain, trying to explain to people, wait a minute now, girl, if y'all stop letting them talk to you like that, they gonna have to stop. You know,
Right.
that,
Right.
that type thing, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't want to get all into the toxic masculinity thing. That's another topic for another show, for another week. But I think that over the years, those types of behaviors have been looked at as more masculine when that's not what masculinity is about at all, to me
Exactly.
in a way. But so just to wrap up a little bit here, bottom line, it is possible, fellas, for you to be too nice. And it is possible. It happens all the time. Y'all heard it from the Alabama church girl herself. Women get
Put it
turned
all on
up.
me, JD.
Yeah, y'all heard it directly from the Alabama church girl. Women will get turned off by men that's too nice. So I think that it's important to find that balance. Nothing wrong with being a nice guy, but you have to be able to have that confidence and you have to be able to have that backbone to be decisive. And if you haven't checked out my previous video about how to get respect from women, fellas, I'll put a card somewhere right up above Alabama Church Girl's head, somewhere up there. So y'all check out this video. Alabama Church Girl, do you have any final thoughts?
Don't stop being nice. Don't stop. But just let them know when you're nice. Put some respect on my name.
There you go. Put some respect on your name. Don't let the anybody, for that matter, not just women. Don't let men, anybody disrespect your name. So, y'all, I thank y'all for joining us. And Alabama Church Girl, we will be doing this again very,
Sure.
very soon. You know what I'm saying? So,
Sounds good.
bottom line, don't be too nice, fellas. It's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, for the Alabama Church Girl. Till next time, YouTube, we out. Peace.